Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome back to Bitcoin update today. And Bitcoin is pretty much holding the support line of the neckline here of the head and shoulders. So I've talked about this one in yesterday's video, that you got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. But today is going to be important, and before I tell you that one, you have a technical target down 24,200 if that head and shoulders plays out. What I did see yesterday, I was just looking, sitting down, and I thought, is this really a bull run? What is going on? I'm trying to figure out my best. I'm trying to brainstorm if we really are looking to move higher instead of coming down, and that's the reason why for the past few days, as opposed to the time when there was a bear market. Right over here, I used to predict all major of this movement, like 90% of the movements here, whatever was out there in the bear market. We actually ended up, having some very successful moments during the bear market. And I was quite confident at some point, Bitcoin is going to go from 33 to 25, from 25 to 19, from 19 to 17, and from 17 to maybe 13, which actually that's where we actually stopped and started reversing from the 15,000 level. And this was back in December last year, when I was even trying to invest as well. I really bought Bitcoin down when it was at 16K. So probably we are the ones who are getting the bottom of Bitcoin in our private channel. Oh, speaking of private channel, there's something I'm telling for free. So do message me on Twitter, and I'm going to tell you a coin that you can buy and has a potential to even give you 30-40%. I'm going to tell you that one for free, and I'm doing this for a freebie. I'm just in the giving mode and nothing else. I don't need anything from you back. So right now, on the daily time frame, if I do bring in the EMAs, here, you got the 55, which is the blue one. So if you look at it that way, the 55 EMA, you might say that it's still holding the coin itself, but for some reason, if you try to zoom in there, one can say that we're making a closing below, the body is closing below this 55 EMA for some weird reasons. But that doesn't really matter, because you're making a decision candles here. These are dojis that are being made, and if you're making dojis right next to the support line, it just means that it might start to go back up. So the main thing here is, because I've shown you the EMAs, if this EMA, it has a very clear bull cross, right? Very, very clear cross of the EMAs, and you shoot to the upside, and you can actually even hold the 55 and try to move higher. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that in this bull run, it's a little bit not very clear to me exactly if it's in the mode of a correction. Because bull runs can be bull runs, right? They can be so severe, it doesn't matter how many times you make some bearish patterns. And I'm going to show you one that happened a very long time ago back. Let's learn from history, because history are amazing teachers. So here we go back. This is in Tuesday, 24 November 2020. Okay, so I'm going to take you back like almost 2.5 years ago and show you what happened 2.5 years ago. If you look at this pattern, you almost got like a double top, right? And even though Bitcoin really rallied higher and higher, we thought that it's going to come down and retrace something like this, but it never. And that's, my all explanation and logic comes to my history with the market, because I've seen every single of this move happening a long time ago. And that's why it comes from my experience to tell you that, yes, you can have a head and shoulder, and just like you had a double top right here, you came down back testing the EMAs, and you got a very, very strong support of the EMAs, and you equally also had a bull cross already right there, and you went up and up and up and up and up, and you never left the 55. You just kept on back testing the 10 and the 20. Now, even though you had this bearish pattern, you still pushed to the upside. It never really played out. The pattern was there, the effect didn't happen, right? So you can still say that, you're having all this, some sort of a head and shoulder distribution going on, but by the end of the day, just hold the 55 and even try to continue if we go for that massive bull run all of a sudden, right? If things go that way. Otherwise, again, logically, what you have to see right now is if the neckline does get broken and we don't go for a fake out, so you break the neckline, you back test the neckline, and you go to the downside, then that's where the scenario actually is going to happen for Bitcoin to go down. And I do see that altcoins are so down, so oversold. to a level that they have the biggest support not to go down anymore. Like on the RSI, it's absolutely sold out. And the coin that I'm also telling people, it's also really sold out. And whenever it came down here, it actually pumped for the past 4 or 5 times. Whenever it came down there, it came down again after a long time to that very level. So take advantage of that. It's a very easy one, and I'm going to see you the next one. Allah Hafiz.